Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my live call. My name is Jed Allen, and today we're going to be discussing about the extremists, the gun grabbers, who are going to extreme measures to make Virginians felons, to call them anybody who supports the Second Amendment, anybody who is going to lobby day on Monday, anyone who is uh, defending their inalienable rights as man. These gun grabbing extremists and the governor of Virginia and these gun grabbing extremist lawmakers are calling you, the gun owner, the pro Second Amendment person, a white nationalist, a supremacist. Now, these are the kind of people that think they can win an argument by calling you these kind of things. But let's get one thing straight. What is the Democrat Party all about? Well, the Democrat Party is about division. It's about hate, and it's the party of the KKK, the party of Jim Crow laws, the party of anything that is against God. They hate God. They hate America. They hate anything that is even remotely constitutional, because their whole goal, these socialists, the whole goal is to bring down America. And so when you stand in their way, they will use racist tactics to try to win the argument against the people. And let me tell you something. These are the people these are the people who promoted Jim Crow laws back in the 60s, in the 50s, and the 40s. These are the people who uh, who fought for slavery, who has the KKK and their terrorist groups, the Antifa, the terrorist groups that are out there. These are the same people now that are trying to promote gun grabbing extremism. These are the people that wants to control you, the individual, your right to keep and bear arms. And gun control has a racist background. It's against black. They want to disarm the black people as well, because why? When you disarm people, then you control them and make them who you control whoever you want, and then that's it. And so whenever the patriots, whether they're white, black, Asian, whatever, when they're standing up for their rights, these are the evil people that are trying to control the narrative of the people. You have hundreds of thousands of people in Virginia standing up for their Second Amendment rights, and they want to call all of these individuals, whether they're, even if they're middle ground Democrats or Republican, they want to call you an extremist, and they want to call you a white nationalist supremacist. And these are crazy people, and they want to sit there and try to make this claim that the Second Amendment people, law-abiding citizen, is responsible for the rhetoric and stuff like that. Well, let me tell you something. It's not the Second Amendment people that are responsible for the high tension that is taking place in Virginia. No, it's not. The responsibility lies squarely on the governor of Virginia, the attorney general, and several of the lawmakers in Virginia, the Democrats, who continue to make threats. By the way, making threats against the people of Virginia, that if they do not follow their gun control laws, that they will send out the National Guard and other military against the people. When the states have when the state the people of the state, when they declared themselves Second Amendment sanctuary, they went by the droves, hundreds, and 2, 3, 4,000 people going to these county meetings, and had themselves ask their board of supervisors and their city councils and the town council to declare the Second Amendment sanctuary, because they want their rights as citizens to be protected, their inalienable rights as man to be protected. And so How can you sit there and make all these people a we try to call them racist when you are the racist? You Democrat socialists, you're using racist tactics. You are using gun control to disarm not only the people of the black people, the Asians, and the white people. You're the one that's causing all this crap, you know, and it's unfortunate that they are doing this. And so all these people go to the Second Amendment and make their counties Second Amendment sanctuaries, and yet they want to make this claim that it's illegal to have a Second Amendment sanctuary when these are the same people that are promoting illegal immigration sanctuaries. No, think about it. These are people that are breaking the law, breaking the constitutional law of immigrant when it concerns immigration. You know what? I know people. My wife is an immigrant. We came here legally into this country, and yet you have these people who want to protect people who break the Constitution, the constitutional law when it comes to illegal immigration. How fair is that? You want to give them the right to vote? What's the point of becoming a citizen then if you give illegals the right to vote? So anyway, so these people, they are trying to create a narrative against the people who are working to protect their constitutional rights, their inalienable rights as men. And if that is a racist thing to do, then we are all racist because we're all after protecting our rights as man. And when you have over 96% of the localities in Virginia declaring themselves Second Amendment sanctuaries, it's kind of hard to call 6 million people as racist. Now these are, and then they sit there. Oh, you're flaming the you are inflaming. You're causing insurrection, or you're causing civil war. No. That is a complete false narrative. Nobody wants anything like that to happen. No Second Amendment sanctuary, law-abiding citizen wants anything like that to happen. And yet you have these people like Congressman McEachin, Delegate Mark Levine, Governor Northam, Attorney General Herring, all flaming and it's saying that they're going to use the military, saying that there are going to be consequences, saying that you will follow our laws. These are the same people that are trying to tell you and I that we are some kind of evil people for standing up for our inalienable rights as man. So if there ever, God forbid, if there ever is a civil war, I hope and pray that there's not anything like that happens. But if there is, it's because of people like Governor Northam and Attorney General Herring and Congressman McEachin and Delegate Mark Levine and others who and Delegates and Senator Saslaw who are out there causing trouble. Or I forgot Martin who tried to say that all Second Amendment people have mental illness. Yeah, right. So you want to pass your red flag laws, and you want to pass HB 961 that says that we will be practically felons if we own certain firearms, if we own certain capacity magazines. So you want to sit there and call all of us, call everyone who's a Second Amendment supporter that has a mental illness. So think about this. You pass these laws. You pass the red flag law. What's the first thing that they're going to do? They're going to go after the Second Amendment people because why? They think they have a mental illness. So you can imagine where this is going. If there's ever is a conflict that's going to happen, it is going to be because of these evil Democrat socialists that are in power right now, trying to shove down the throats of 96% of Virginia who says we are a Second Amendment sanctuary. We do not want your laws. These are the same people that was start crap, because why? They wanted to start. Democrats did a poll, by the way. They did a poll recently, and in that poll, it found two things that will cause a civil war in this country. One, the impeachment of Donald Trump. Two, the confiscation of firearms. Now, you ask yourself, what is really going on? And who is the one who's instigating this stuff? And who is the one who is out there trying to create this kind of armed conflict? The Democrats, right? Who's the one that's working to impeach the president? Democrats. Who is the one that's attempting to make all Virginia felons, or the majority of Virginia's felons who own firearms, and who's making threats of violence against the people of Virginia by using the National Guard or other military? Who is the ones that is saying that there's going to be consequences and that their laws will be obeyed, and whatever else that they're also saying mental illness? It's the Democrats. It's the Democrats, socialists in power that are causing this rift that's taking place in Virginia. It's not law-abiding citizens who want to follow the law. It's not the people of Virginia. No, it's these people in the government office who are making these stupid claims about the people of Virginia and calling them, showing contempt for the people of Virginia. So, who then is the one who's the real instigator, the provocateur of this thing? It's the governor of Virginia, the attorney general, and the delegates, the senators, and the congressmen that are causing so much havoc in our state. It's a shame that it's like this. You know, when the people decided to rise up. See, what really started all of this, to let you know, Republicans got lazy. They didn't go out to vote in November, so Democrats gained power. Michael Bloomberg and George Soros spent millions of dollars to make sure that Democrats got into power. When they became into power, they began introducing many gun laws. One of those gun laws was a law by Senator Sassel, SB 16, which has now been withdrawn, and that gun law would have made a majority of Virginians felons, like centerfire, all this other stuff. You know, so it would have made many Virginians a felon. So imagine you're reading this and you're gonna be a felon. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna rise up naturally, right? You're gonna rise up and you're gonna fight back, and you're gonna voice your opinion because of the evilness that is taking place within our legislature. So they want to make you a felon. Then they show contempt. So when you start having these meetings to make the Second Amendment sanctuary, which really began to take off because people began to realize, oh, if I don't stand up now, I'm going to be a felon overnight. I'm going to be a felon overnight because of these Democrats. And then what happens is, as the fight gets close, as it gets close to the legislature, and they want to go to the budget, we find out that the governor wants to hire people to concentrate on gun confiscation, red flag, unilateral background